All right, there we are. God dang. What's up, fellas? I hope y'all didn't jet. What's up, Justin? Bubba, Marco, Louie? How are y'all? What's up, Cliff? How you doing tonight, brother? Got dinner cleaned up, and I was just sitting on the couch. I was like, man, I got so much work I need to do. The girls are in there working on their nails and chit-chatting. I was like, I'm gonna go out in the garage. The leather orders do not stop. Oh no, Bubba. You'll have to tell me about it later, man. People do be peopling, man. I hate that. All right. Hope y'all have had a good day today. We've been busy. Cleaned house all morning. Then went and was at the barn, horse barn with my daughter most of the afternoon, and come home and chilled and cooked dinner, and here we are. It was one of them good cleanings where everything gets clean, you know. House smells good. All the blankets that the dog lays on got cleaned. You know, that kind of cleaning. I was gonna go to the Nashville flea market today, but was not in the cards, or probably the budget. I probably would have spent money I didn't need to spend. I've got a lot of stuff to ship off next week, so I need to mind my P's and Q's. Y'all know how it is. Ooh, my ears are itchy. What's up, Jason Beecher? Fat kid on a Twinkie. Heard that. Hope you're doing all right, Jason. Got some good stuff. A couple of good mail calls the last couple of days. Ollie got a mail call. I've gotten some Had a really nice Remington added to my Remington collection. Got some more probably coming next week. The knife collection's looking good, man. Trying to figure out a good way to display the Remingtons, because I'll have, once these other two come in, I'll have 6. Still looking for one of the lockbacks, but I'm not paying $80 to $100 for one. Just not. Unless I can find somebody that wants to trade or need some leather work or something. I gotta find the other sandpaper. I ain't gonna stress it. One will pop up. Oh, sweet, man. That's awesome, Jason. Brother, you deserve everything you win. This is the one that we glued together the other night. I've been trying not to rush glue or dye or any of that, so it'll be ready to, we'll get this one done. And then I got these other two that I burnished and stained the edges. I'm gonna go back and I got a couple of spots to touch up with stain, and then I'm gonna set everything up to sew, and then I'll just sew a bunch of them all at once, or try to. Oh, that's cool. Oh yeah, you did go to that gun show, Louie. I forgot about that. Or you were talking about going to a gun show. What is that? God dang, and they're making all sorts of crazy noises. Brother George, what's up? Should have let you keep it your what now? What are you talking about, Lou? Were you talking to me? Shall I stick that knife in a tomato or green or red one? Oh, for patina? Yeah, I think green probably has the most acid. You can also do lemon juice or lemons or potatoes. Potatoes will do it too, or just use it. When I first started doing the YouTube thing, I always tried to like do the fake patinas and stuff, and I don't know. I mean, it's cool and it adds a little protection factor to your knives, but I also got to mine get wiped off if I carry them. Doesn't matter if I use them. They get wiped off every night. If I carry it, it gets wiped off and before it gets put back in the whichever home it has at the house. So, but they'll slowly build that patina. Naturally, and you get that gray, unless you're wanting to do some sort of like crazy pattern or something like that. Like I've done mustard, vinegar, not vinegar, don't do vinegar. Vinegar, I learned the hard way, vinegar is a no-no. Do not use vinegar. If you value your knives, do not use vinegar. Yeah, vinegar will, like even cleaning them, don't soak them in vinegar. Vinegar will absolutely destroy a knife. It'll destroy the spring metal, all of it. Runny eggs, like a pork, like hot pork, barbecue. Oh, Lord. All right. Pickled eggs. I don't. Ugh, pickled eggs. Ugh, Jason. Gross. Oh, those are my regular. That goes back there. Still got tools laying out. Yeah, fried egg. I think anything hot, like a hot food. Steak. Steak gives really good patina. Oh, I gotta get Jason's the belt loops punched. But I still got another one to do for him, so I got a little bit. Where's my token hole? Pickled anything, I don't know, not a fan, Jason. But hey, if you like it, awesome. I just don't like it. I'm not a fan. Oh, garlic will do it too, Tyler? I know I have an old hickory in there that was, one of those old hickory butcher knives that was spotless when I got it. And it's black and gray and all sorts of stuff. But I use it, it's a kitchen knife. Use it for what it's intended to be used for, cutting food. Fart starters. Pickled bologna. I've had pickled bologna. It's okay. I've seen it. I also don't like pickles. So maybe that's the, I know pickling isn't pickles, but pickling is a whole process, but I don't know. Oh, Joker, this is a Seiko 5. This is their khaki. I forgot what the reference number is on it. It's just a green face. It's got the old style 5 logo, so it's older. It's got the oh Lord, what's the NH36 movement in it, if you're into horology. But the reference number, I can't remember what the reference number is. And it's too small to look at on the back cover, and the back cover's glass, so it's even harder to see. But I actually just got this one back last week. I traded it off months ago, and through a series of trades and deals, it has made its way back home, and that is where it will stay. One of those trades I didn't regret, because it went to a good guy, and I got some good stuff out of it, but like, man, I shouldn't have traded that. I should have kept it. So that was one of the first trades I did after being on YouTube that was non-knife related. Like, I traded it for a knife, or two. I can't even remember. Pickled okra. Oh, dang. Chat's moving on pretty quick. Yeah, Joker, appreciate it, man. I used to be big into watches. Kind of falling back in love with them. I went a while. Me and my dad really enjoyed watches kind of together. And I don't know, the magic of it kind of went away after he passed away, and it's been almost 4 years now. So I'm kind of getting back into loving watches again. I did a bunch of custom Seikos. I built a bunch of custom Seikos and sold them. Really enjoyed doing that, and so I've actually been in talks of maybe building another one for a good friend of mine. So that actually might be on the channel. I may actually do maybe a video on that. I know it's not knife or leather related, but that may kind of fall into the whole name change topic again whenever I get around to that. Do something that'll cover kind of whatever I wanted to do, not just knives, not just leather, not just knives and leather, kind of do anything. Thinking about maybe doing some custom grips for pew-pews, and I don't know. So I want to be able to cover all of my bases under one name. So watches may be in there. I am gonna do some watch straps. I do want to do that. Yeah, 1911 grips. I really want to do, they're called Sweetheart grips. And if you know anything about guns or really like wartime stuff, World War II, you'll know what those are. And I've actually toyed with the idea of doing them for knives. I thought that would be cool, like do rehandles, but they would be like sweetheart grips, but for your knife. So, I don't know, just one of those mini ideas in my folder of ideas that I may or may not ever get to. James Alton, what's up, brother? My boy James. I wish I could tell, or maybe there's a way and I just don't know, like who your oldest subscriber is, or like what subscriber number were they. So I've got a couple of guys that have been with me since the very beginning. James Alton's one of them. I think Jason Beecher was probably in the top, at least top 10, if not top 5 or first of my subscribers. That would be pretty cool to know, unless you just happen to know, you just happen to look when you subscribe. Like James, me and James knew each other from Instagram, and he kind of followed me when I first started doing knife content on Instagram. So, and then he just followed me over to the YouTube. So yeah, James have been with me for a minute. 25. Oh, you were 25? Your first video, Jim. Don't tell me you're going to become a YouTuber. Oh, Lord. I could have swore you were, yeah, Dennis was probably up there. Stayed for the brothers. You got that right, man. I might have to go look, maybe look in the analytics or something and see if I can figure that out, because that would be kind of cool to know. I know probably like Big J's up there, because Big J was one of the first people I reached out to when I did my first video. So I know he's probably up there as well. Just one or two? Oh, Jim, it's drugs, man. Once you get started, you can't stop. I'm telling you. Where's my black? That's the black dye. Actually, I need to touch up brown on these before I do. Now I kind of want to go look. See if I can figure it out. It doesn't matter. It's just I got to thinking about it the other night, and I was like, man, it'd be kind of cool. See who's been around from like the get-go, from the jump. So these, I had a couple of spots on here that needed to be touched up. I think it was the light brown. Probably not, James. But I do remember you being some of the first comments on YouTube, definitely on Instagram. I know Instagram for sure. I think that goes both ways. I think you were probably one of the first knife pages on um, Instagram that I followed. So I think it's the same color. These are actually gonna have a kind of a rustic look to them, the way the dye's working on them. Yeah, I'm staining, Luke, or doing some touch up. I was doing some burnishing, and then some of these that I needed to do some more burnishing on. I noticed that the dye was a little thin on these edges where I had burnished them. So just doing a little touch up. This is the one, yeah, this is the one that is still available. This little pancake sheath. If anybody was interested in it. Let that dry. Then I can re-burnish those and then do the stitching holes, and then they'll be good to go. What's up, Greg? Jason is definitely top buyer. Yeah, you've got a bunch, man. You have gotten a bunch. But that is not, man, I could care less about that. You've been a good friend. All of you guys have. Oh, I need to do that in black, not the browns. Yeah, Jason made me cry on a live. Man, good times. Well, if you weren't here for that one, that was a good show. What's up, brother Kevin? Oh, that was a while ago. That was before Christmas, man. I was trying to be done with doing DoorDash, and he bought all them slips that in that one order. Literally put food on the table. Literally. Food on the table, put Santa Claus underneath the tree. It has been a roller coaster, I tell you that. Been a good one, though. I wouldn't have changed it for the world. Sometimes wish I'd have gone with a different name. Just especially now that I'm wanting to change it, but I mean, the name is classic, and I've had a lot of people tell me not to change it or use it in the new name. And that's a possibility, at least on YouTube, like doing MCGA and then slash or a hyphen, and then whatever the new name is going to be. So we stick with the, what got us here. That makes sense. have to touch up the brown on that one a little bit when it dries. Charlie Cook in the house? What's up, Charlie? All right, let's see here. That should be dry enough. I'll re-burnish. What now? Oh yeah, life ain't easy at all, brother. Lord knows I've had my share of ups and downs with it. God bless. I don't know if it was the leather or what, but the dye just not happy. Make everything great again. I've actually had people suggest that, believe it or not. That's actually been a very popular suggestion, to make everything great again. Hard, yeah, man, I know. Plus leather, yeah. There's other stuff I want to do too. I don't know. Or just do the leather, just do a name for the leather separate. Damn it. That happened. I don't know. It's all up in the air at this point. Not anything that has to happen. I just know before I have a maker's mark stamp made that I got to figure it out. Mike's Knife and Leather. Yeah, there's that too. I don't know. There's been I've had a lot of good ideas. I've had a lot of good suggestions. So I don't know. I don't know what we'll do. That stinks. Made a boo-boo. Mike's Creations. I mean, there's all sorts of good ideas, and I don't know. I don't know what I'll do yet, if I do anything, or if I'll just hyphenate it, or 64, 132. Oh, that's the mini trapper. Okay, I got it, Jason. I'll give you a shout after the live if you're still awake. Like I said, I may do like the make cutlery great again slash, and then whatever the leather side's going to be, or the custom work side's going to be, because that's kind of what I'm leaning to more, is like custom work versus leather work, because that'll incorporate, you know, any kind of custom stuff, whether it's not custom knife work, anything for like pew-pews that I want to do, you know, that kind of stuff. Oh, okay, Jason. No worries, man. I think that the 32 pattern's the mini trapper, which is perfectly fine with me. So change the name and use MCGAs. Yeah, James, that too, brother. I don't know what I'm gonna do. All right, Dennis, y'all be good, brother. Be safe. What, did something get missed? I think full size is 54 pattern. See you, Charlie. Have a good one. Would you send some stickers, Kevin? Mail's been weird. Really, really weird. Yeah, there ain't no telling with stickers, because it was just a regular envelope, I assume, so can't track that. We are not going back. Trevor, that's a good one, dude. Hi, baby. Where is your shoes?
I'm just coming out here to show you something.
Oh, let me see. The nails? Let me see. Oh, you're going to have to take them right off tomorrow. Okay.
At least
you want to show the...
My
Oh, easy now.
My favorite color. I can't wear these to school, but I just painted them because I don't get to do that a lot. So whoever buys this can fit like 2 knives in there.
No.
Oh, I am selling a slip number 2. So this is the front. That's the back. So I gotta sew it up. It's $45. So it can hold 3 knives.
Yeah, that'd be. Yeah, you could do a knife. You could do a knife and a pin. You could do a knife and something.
It can hold about 2 things.
So just so y'all know, if you didn't hear, she is selling her second slip. Her first one went to Georgia Adventure. He purchased it. This is the second one. This is all her work. This is all, she used a swivel knife and did that. This is supposed to be what we called the crown tree that was down here at the park, and the crown tree is gone now. So she wanted to do something for it. So it's good. It's a good size. Let's see here. Let's measure it. It is probably 3 inches by 4.5 overall. 3 1/4 by 4.5 overall.
It can.
It's dead. Almost like a pocket organizer more than anything.
Put
so
this in. You can put.
Well, it's not sewn, so.
He can.
So what'd you say? 40?
45.
45 for that one. If y'all, you know. Yeah, lighten a knife. And so y'all know whatever she sells, it is hers. The money goes to her. It is not anything that I am doing.
He gets like maybe $5.
No.
Not actually. I'm saving up to buy my own pet, actually. I'm saving up to buy a guinea pig.
You got that right, Bubba.
Bye-bye, I'm going back inside.
All right, baby.
Let me know if anybody wants to buy it.
All right.
Oh, and also if they do, ask them what color thread they want.
All right. What's up? What's up, Mike? Now that I know your name. Or now that I remember it. You probably told me once before, but I'm horrible with names. They send a lot of powdered sugar. They could probably send... Yeah, you got that right, too. Powdered sugar. I think you let Chick-fil-A buy the USPS and let Chick-fil-A run the USPS. And watch how efficient it runs. Everything would be next day. Old Western. Oh, a Bowie too. Woo, Lord. So I don't care how long that line is at Chick-fil-A. By God, 15 minutes, man. You are in and out. Unless it's inside. Now, if it's like the drive-through, drive-through may be a little different, but Lord, or the inside may be a little different. I know the drive-through, man, they could be wrapped around the block. You're 15 minutes in and out. I know they definitely need to run the elections. We'd have that stuff done quick. Quick, quick, quick. I had one of the bus drivers in my district catch me Friday wanting to see about getting some leather work done. I think it was her dad. Her and her dad collect, and she was wanting to get some belt sheaths and some pocket slips and all that. So I told her that whenever she's ready, I can get her in the books and we can get something going. I tell you, these old pancakes have been pretty popular. What a run I did. How many was it? Like 7 or 8, I think. That's what we ended up doing on the first run of them. Billy goats are mean. Ha! George. They can be mean, though. Just fair warning. They can be sweethearts. They can be mean as a snake, too, so... I think we're going to do a natural thread on this one, Bubba. Natural color. I think that'll look good. Be a good contrast with the dyeing. Ron Dobbins, what's up? Look at Mike's comment. A sheath made for a power, I think. Mike, hit me up. I just saw your comment about that sheath. Hit me up. Let's talk about that. That'd be a fun little project. I've got some. I'm gonna be doing some fixed blade sheaths here coming up. So that would be most excellent. And they're going to be all sorts of different kinds. I'm going to do a pancake for one. I'm going to do like a traditional, like a dangler, I guess you would call it. Microtech, Jack Wolf, Chavez Pry Bar, watch titanium, G-Shock watch titanium pen, and a notepad. A pretty solid carry, Ron, if I do say so myself. I carried very minimal today. I carried my dad's 18. You know, that hasn't changed all month. Carried that. I carried a early 2000s Kershaw flipper. I don't know what the model number of it is. And then the first part of the morning, I carried that big old banana, that big Remington banana trapper. And it is too big for my big pancake, and it's still dug into my side. So I think I'm gonna do a pocket sheath for that with a pocket clip. Almost like a back pocket carry of sorts. Cause it is a big girl. I mean, she's closed up. It's 8 inches. So it's a big knife. So, and I think that actually helped me solidify another project that the guy paid me and said, just make me something. It was cornbread. Not to name names, but it was cornbread. Cornbread paid me and said, just surprise me. I think I'm going to do him one of those sheaths with a pocket clip on it. For like, you know, folding hunter size, big lock back size, 110, 112, you know, like that. I think he would enjoy that. Because I was going to do a pancake. I'm like, he already carries a lot on his belt. So that might actually work better for him. Or at least give him another pocket carry option for a bigger knife, I guess. All right. Thought I touched up all this stuff. I guess I didn't. I've got the tooling down, but man, the finishing aspect is whooping my butt to make it look nice. I am a stickler for details. I want everything to look perfect, and so that's a lot of it's probably me. Anyways, ordered a mini Sweeney and Black DLC. I'm gonna try to design a new channel logo to have some stickers made. Oh yeah, having a great day, Ron. Great day. We were busy. I don't know if you heard this morning. Kind of gave a weekend recap of what we had going on. We cleaned a little. I guess you could call it spring cleaning. I don't know. Just kind of we call it like heavy cleaning. Move stuff off of shelves, move pictures, that kind of thing. Move furniture, vacuum under the furniture, sweep under the furniture, that kind of cleaning. And then daughter rode at the horse barn today. She rides, I don't know, 2 or 3 days a week. And she hadn't rode any this week because of school functions, so we took her to go ride this afternoon, and we were out there for a while because she rode and then washed the horse that she rides, like soap and water washed, like a bath. And then we came home and I've kind of been chilling. I cooked some dinner and wasn't going to do anything tonight. I was like, man, I got so much work I could be working on. So here I is working because it ain't going to get done itself. I'll do a natural on this one as well. Yeah, it was rainy yesterday. It's been pretty nice today. I'm hoping it'll stay nice and I can cut grass tomorrow. Because it's not that it's out of control, but if it goes much past tomorrow, then it just makes it harder to cut. Same in Eastern Kentucky. Cliff, are you gonna go to or not Cliff? Mike, are you gonna go to Dwayne Clark's knife show? I don't know how far that is from you. About 3 hours for me. We're gonna go. Lord willing, and the creeks don't rise, as we all say. Ron, I'm gonna try to go. It really just depends on money. Be honest. Oh, well, cool, man. I think if I make Dwayne's show this year in Ellaville, I will be a happy man. 2 knife stores. Oh, I think they're called family reunions, Trevor. And I'm gonna go to. There's one in Alabama. I'm gonna go to one of those. I'd like to go to the one that's at Johnny's Barbecue in Georgia, but it is like 2 weeks before Ellaville, and I'm not gonna do that drive like that twice. So Hillbilly Days are going on up home in Pikeville, Kentucky this week. I've heard about that. Good, Tyler. Good. Yeah, definitely. Ellaville, and for me, it's more about these shows, these knife shows and stuff, for me, are more about seeing my people, whether it's other YouTubers or subscribers, guys that I have built relationships with. Gives me a chance to meet people. I could care. I went to Ellaville last year, and I could have cared less if I bought a knife. But there were guys there I wanted to meet in person. Guys that I had built some relationships with. Terry, Cornbread. I'd already met Randy, but I wanted to hang out with Randy again. It was nice to meet Kevin in person. So, and there are other people there too that, I got to meet the Deep South guys, but I considered myself, and I still do, a small fish in a big pond. I don't even think I was at 1,000 subscribers at Ellaville last year. And Lord, who knows what this year's going to bring. I mean, I'm at 2,850 something right now. So, I mean, we could be, who knows. I was cruising there for a little bit, and then now it's slowed down, which is fine. I could care less. But I think there will be a little more recognition. I will probably be recognized a little more this year. Oh, Ron, that sucks, man. Kevin, god dang. Quit. Quit, Kevin. Be sweet, as Terry would say. Kevin's horrible, Trevor. Absolutely horrible. He's my brother, though. Kevin's one of those guys that I talk to every day. If not on Instagram, text messages, Instagram chats, something. And if I don't, and I hadn't heard from him, I'm blowing him up. Where you at? You okay? What's going on? Why haven't you called? Why haven't you talked to me? There's a group of us on Instagram, on this Instagram chat we call the Fellas Tribe. And it's like that. If we hadn't heard from somebody in a day, we're checking on them. What's going on? You okay? What, blah, 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 blah. So, it's the fella with them god-awful knives on YouTube. Old Gunslinger Cal. Oh, Lord. I just dislike the knives, Kaylin. You're still a good person, buddy. Mike's telling stories, yeah. Telling stories. That's me. Telling stories. I'll go to confession. It'll be all right. That Redbone guy. Yeah, that's Redbone guy. Kaylin loves his Redbone knives, man. No, Kaylin's good people. I'm just giving him shit. I'd made a comment on, he had made a post on, was it on YouTube? I think it was on YouTube. That he had some dislikes on a video, and I was like, well, I dislike the knives, but I like the person. Yeah, I can mess with Kaylin like that. He's good people. No, I don't want to tear up, Jason. Don't start with me. I know you'll take it, Kaylin. I still love you, brother. Get this punch. Man, I need to do. I'm borderline redoing Chris Geary's because that green did not pan out. I'm not happy with it. Yep, I go every Sunday at 8 o'clock myself, Ron. Matter of fact, we were sitting and eating. I told my daughter that before we go to bed, she needs to make sure she's got her church clothes picked out. So we're not fighting that in the morning, so. Appreciate you, Ron. Appreciate you. Kaylin does have the best red bone collection, at least that I've seen. If there's somebody out there with better, I haven't seen it. The world are y'all doing? Sound like a bunch of Indians going to war in there. Lord Jesus. Oh, I sit in the back, Jason. I don't sit in the front. Where'd my groover go? Groover! Oh, hiding in front of my face. I'm gonna run this one a little further out. Yeah. Kaylin's always got some sort of smoke show going on down there in old Texas. Holy cows. Church ain't a building. Boy, you want to start an argument. That's a good one, good way to do it. Church isn't a building. Got to keep the trolls busy. Understood that. Not so much trolls as clowns, Kaylin. I think. Yeah, clowns. Clowns. It's what, yes, sir, Greg. It is what you have in your heart that counts 100%. 100%, sir. Ow! Don't do that. That hurt. Stay right here. The biggest clown is a moderator, Jason. You got that 100% right. Why do we have trolls like that in the first? Ron, I don't know. I've tried to figure that out since I started this and couldn't tell you. Could not tell you, sir. It's been pretty quiet tonight, though, hasn't it? I hadn't seen too many trolley-olies. Oh, did you get one? Am I visible from? Yes, Jim, you are. I see you, buddy. Welcome, sir. Welcome, welcome. Man, it's good to see you in here, Jim. I know that did you change something? Now, Jim, we're not going to have that kind of language in here. You better be careful. What changed, Jim? Did you change something? Oh, your original channel? Did you start a new channel or something and now you've gone back to the original? Or you just logged into another one? Make it make sense for me, Jim. I'm slow. My aura, I don't have an aura farming routine. No, don't have that. Stormtrooper stand. Mama double hello. What now? Oh, I don't know. Just created a second channel. Oh, gotcha, Jim. Gotcha. Well, I need to go subscribe to... No. Maybe I don't need to subscribe to this one just so we don't mess up so you can be in the chat. Because I have not liked the fact that you haven't been able to be in the chats on my videos. So I think we'll just leave it the way it is. Ron, are you talking about me? Because if you are, let's keep that to ourselves because I have a reputation to uphold. No, I'm not going to meow. I don't care if it's a school project or not. I'm more of a dog guy anyways. Thank you, Kevin. I'll let the first one go, but nah, that second one, no. Crack? No. Tell you, I do like that natural edge though. I think I'm gonna have to go back and after they're sewn, I'm gonna have to go back and re-burnish. Yes, Jim, it is very nice to say hi to you, sir. I'm glad you're here. Because I remember at the beginning when we were trying to figure it out, and I even talked to Jason, because Jason's my main moderator, and I could not for the life of me figure out why you couldn't be in the chat. And it upset me because I really value you, not only as a friend, but another creator. And I was sad that you weren't able to be a part of my channel. Very sad. So I'm glad you're able to be a part of it, brother. Thank you. Thank you for coming back. Well, not coming back because you never really went anywhere, but I'm just glad you're here. Wait, George, brother's got to go, daughter. Oh no, George. I'll have to hit George up later. Uncle Mike gonna have to check in on his niece, because I am Uncle Mike in his household. Luke, favorite part of the leather process is I'd probably say it's a toss-up between the initial designing, like especially with these custom pieces like this, or the actual tooling process of carving the leather and tooling it. Dyeing leather is nerve-wracking for me, because you can do a really good job on your tooling work and everything and then go dye it and something messes up. Or it doesn't dye proper. Like this one, this is the green. I've dyed this green 2 or 3 times and cannot get it solid. So I'm borderline redoing this. I know Chris has said that he does not care, but I care. So I don't know. That's why that one is still not done yet. So I may redo it and not do the green. Yeah, Jason, I know, man. I'm starting to figure out that some of the colors dye like that, they're real thin, especially if you're doing it with a brush. Now, if you're doing like a big flat piece like that and you're using these big pads and you can get a good even coverage, then it dyes fine. But if you're using a paintbrush, having to do like real like detail stuff, it'll get blotchy like that. So yeah, I don't know. It's a learning process. I hadn't been doing this terribly long. So I'm still learning, still figuring it out. And I don't want to do all one colors because I like having two-tone effect. You know, like this one, you know, it's brown on the outside and then that's just natural on the inside. I really like that effect. Or the black. This is a three-tone. It's got the natural, then the dark brown background, and then the black on the outside. So I like having the differences, but, you know, I don't know. Wish it was your initials. Yeah, it's got Chris Geary's initials on it. We could always do you another one, Louie. Did you ever get that one I've sent you? I don't think you ever sent anything to me. I know you had purchased one. Never heard if it got to you or not. And I missed so many videos. It's not even funny. So if you showed it in a video and I missed it, I'm sorry. No, no more numbers. The last one is in the books. I hadn't made it yet. Well, the last one that's going to go out. I just wrote in the books number 99 last week. I'm going to keep 100 for myself, and there's no more numbers. Sanding the green part a little and putting some more green dye on it. Cliff, I've thought about that, and I also have tested that, and it leaves lines in it, and then when you dye, you are getting 99, Jason. That's the one that went in the books, and yours is the last one. That's what I meant by the last one went in the books last week, and that was yours. When we finalized that last time we talked about it, I actually put it in the book then. So yeah, Jason, you are getting the very last one out the door that's numbered. Because I don't think I will. I thought about when I got the new Maker's Mark, numbering them again, but no. So 100, I will do 100 at some point. And I may do me a pocket sheath with a pocket clip for a big knife. Maybe for that banana trapper. Or like my banana trapper, the Mako, because the Mako doesn't fit in a trapper size and it's too small for the big folding hunter size pancakes. The hammerhead fits in a big one fine. So I need something in between. Or I make another size pancake. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. But none of the wallets will be numbered. Belts won't be numbered when belts get started. Oh God, belts. Whew, man, so much stuff coming up. I still have knives that need to be done. Good Lord, I don't even want to think about knives right now. That's a little overwhelming at this point. As fast as leather orders are coming in to stop and do not, and they'll get done. I'm not saying, I don't know, talking out of my butt. So Barlow Brigade. Son, what is up? Banger alert. I will check it when I get done with my live, brother. Yeah, they'll be numbered. The belts will be numbered, Dennis, with the size. Just like if you were to buy it from anybody else, they'll be numbered. And it'll have a maker's mark. And that, you know, that'll be it as far as love you too, Big Jim. You be safe, brother. Unless you're ordering, you know, custom tooling or stuff like that. But I will offer just the plain ones as well. Dennis actually asked me about that, and I've been thinking about it, and I probably should offer some plain ones as well, not just custom tooled and all that. So there will be plain ones available to order as well. Big Sean, what's up, man? Big Mike needs a bigger box. I need a bigger box. What do I need a bigger box for, Sean? Lord, don't tell me you're sending me another big old package. I still owe you from the last one. And I know that's not what it's about. So don't go fussing at me. You sent all that stuff for the girls and man. But I ain't forgot about you, brother. And I know that's not why you sent it, but that's just how I work. Or I try to anyways. Oh. All right, that is holes punched in 3. Neither one of those are gonna get. I'm gonna touch up this one because this one goofed up right here. So I'm gonna need to touch. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through and paint where I grooved it out. And well, Cliff, have a good night, brother. Oh, Sean, brother, thank you. Y'all sending stuff to Ollie, that or any of them. Alicia, Ollie, I know people are wanting to send stuff to Alicia. Man, I could care less if I got anything. Y'all sending stuff to them and loving on them like that. Ollie got a mail call. She finally was able to open her mail call from Brother Kevin. Alabama Knife and Tools sent her some knives in a separate package. You know, wrote her a letter, sent her some stickers, just like we all get, you know. That means the world to me. I need to stop. I'm going to stop. I'm going to start crying. Talk about my dadgum kids. Going to make me cry. Jeez, I'm a softie. Big old softie, man. Lord knows I don't need to cry. That's just it. And y'all know if y'all have kids, it's one thing to do, you know, somebody do something for you, but somebody does something for your kids. And let me tell you, she lights up like a nightlight when she gets mail, even if it's a sticker. Like, she just absolutely loves it. And if y'all have been around any length of time, you know she gets out here and chops it up with us. And She hopefully she's gonna get to come to some of the knife events. The only one she went to last year was the case event in Alabama. She didn't get to go to Ellaville, so hopefully she'll get to go to Ellaville this year, and hopefully Dwayne's event as well. I'm hoping. So, shut up, Jason. You shut your mouth. I love you, but shut up. I'll send the mean kid up there after you. Or Alicia. I'll send Alicia up there after you. Let her deal with you. Oh, yeah, Jim. You know how it is, man. And she's the same way. She loves going to pawn shops, flea markets. Loves it. And I'll let her do her own wheeling and dealing. She'll chop it up with them guys at the pawn shops, and that, you know, they love it too. They don't see kids coming in there trying to wheel and deal on old pocket knives and all that, so they get a trip out of it, just like y'all do. You know, I get a lot of messages. You know, it's good to see, you know, the next generation, you know, loving pocket knives and, you know, and all of that. So I'm not crying. My eyes itching. My allergies are acting up. I guess the horse barn tore me up. I've been fighting itchy eyes this evening. So we'll let these dry overnight. What time is it? It's 8 o'clock. They don't sound like they're any close to winding down. So maybe we'll sew this little trapper one up. I'll let y'all pick the thread color on it. All right, that covered that up. Pez hunting, man. Pez is a big deal, man. There's some hardcore Pez collectors out there. If you're talking about Pez the candy, hardcore Pez collectors out there. Need to figure a better way to mount this joker, but for right now, this is what we got. Let's see here. Well, Jason, have a good night, brother. Yeah, we'll talk tomorrow. Jason, don't worry about it. You know I ain't stressing it, brother. We'll get it sorted. $2,500. That's a lot of Pez, Greg. Greg, find my email and send me a picture of a bunch of them Pez dispensers like that. I just want to see it. I just want to see. That sounds awesome. Oh, where's my little needles? There they are. I like seeing people's collections, especially if you got them displayed. Because people come up with some of the greatest ways to display stuff. It's like me using the drawer organizers, wooden drawer, like silverware organizers, to display knives. I've had people email me pictures of that, like, man, and saying that I had gave them the idea and this is theirs, and love that. A lot in totes. For the oh. Me and Jim trying to work up a trade, and Star Wars and games. Oh, Star Wars, man. I love Star Wars. Not so much some of the new stuff, but that was something that we did as when I was a kid. Like my dad loved Star Wars. We watched the movies all the time. When the new, the prequels came out, me, him, and my son went and saw them together. And, it was a family affair for us. And like I've watched a bunch of the animated shows, and I don't know how you feel about some of the new stuff, Jim. Oh, I've got Hot Wheels. I don't have a lot. I've got. I keep them. They're at work. They hang on my walls in my cubicles. I've probably got 30 or 40 at work. Oil lamps. Yeah, I've got a few oil lamps, but I don't have I'm smack out of room at this point. My house is just 1,000 square foot, and I mean we're very selective about what comes in, what stays, what goes. Oh, that's a good idea, Jim. I've looked at some of those on Facebook Marketplace for displays because I'm fast running out of room. Like when I get these other two, I got 2 more Remington bullet knives coming at some point. And I really want to have a separate display for my Remingtons because I plan on getting more. I want to get all the original ones that they did in the 80s and early 90s. Anyways, so I'd like to find something to display them, but it's going to have to be something that can go on a wall because I don't have any floor space left. I thought about doing like one of those like a glass top coffee table that you can put stuff in and display. And yeah, Dennis, you know what it's like. Yep, Greg, same there. 300 oil lamps. That's cool. I've only got like 3, but they were all like, my great grandmothers and my grandmothers and stuff like that. So, and I use them. They keep oil. I keep oil in them. Just in case, power goes out and need light. Oh, Jim, that's interesting. That sounds really cool. Have you done videos on that stuff like that? I know you do the Warhammer figurines. You've done videos on them. Have you done videos on doing that? I'd like to see that. Or is that on this channel? Ooh. I bet you can find some of that stuff, Greg, like West Coast, maybe up north. Canada, maybe? Whale oil. Maybe like New England area. I don't know where you're based out of, Greg. If you said and I don't remember, I apologize. That would be cool. I had what was that? It was a piece of jewelry. It was a tie clip for a long time. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know where it come from. I don't know if I picked it up at an antique store or something that was willed to me. I had it in my early 20s, and it's Indiana. I don't think whale oil would be very plentiful in Indiana. I mean, I know it was a thing back in the day, but it was a tie clip and it was whalebone. The front of it was whalebone. It was old. I can't tell you what happened to that thing. I've had a lot of things stolen from me over the years, and that may have been in a box that got removed from my possession. Oh yeah, Alaska for whale oil for sure. No, mostly painting on my other channel. I started collecting my first car 60 year, and then muscle cars. I kind of got out of hand after that. Oh, with them still in it. Oh, Greg, I got you. I see what you're saying now. Huh. How can you tell if it's whale oil, just out of curiosity? Smell. Yeah, maybe smell. But I think that stuff was probably processed where it wouldn't stink. I could be wrong. I know that back in the day they had tallow candles instead of beeswax because the tallow was so much cheaper, and the tallow candles smelled because it was rendered beef fat. Oh, that's how you knew, because the auctioneer said so. Fair enough, Greg. I didn't know if there was like a look to it, or I don't know. I don't know enough about. I like those oil lamps, but I don't know enough about them to know what's what. If that makes sense. That's funny. The auctioneer said so. I don't know why that's so funny, Greg. I'm sorry. Well, I still have a knife project for myself that I started that's just sitting over here on the bench. I glued the covers on it. That little case penknife. Look, this is glued up, just hanging. It wouldn't take me very long to finish that. Just run it over the belt sander, but I want to do that outside. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Because that's a birth year penknife, so. Who was it that was talking about Oh, Mario, MIPD 1980 EDC. His son, one of his sons has a bunch of Hot Wheels, like 400 or 500, I think. I think is what he was saying. I told him I needed to, next time I sent him a box, I was going to throw some Hot Wheels in there for him. Me and Mario have had a trade in the works for months now. He's just not ready to pull the trigger. I guess, I don't know. I've got a birth year, I got a 1980 Stockman that I've told him is his whenever he's ready. I wish I still had some of mine from when I was a kid. Just more for the nostalgia. They weren't worth nothing, and most of them were the little cheap ones from like Kroger that you'd get, you could get a 5 or 6 pack for $2 or something. Not even Hot Wheels or Matchbox. I think some of those were made out of zinc because they were real. You could break them real easy. Almost do it with your hands. Do you any special Hot Wheel car you collect? Jim, if you're talking about me, there's some series that I've got that I've just been drawn to, and they're some of the newer stuff. There's the series that has, and it's like 4 or 5 of them, that has like a snow scene on the back card. I cannot remember. I think they're from like either 21 or 22. It's like a Subaru Brat, like 4 or 5 of them in that series. There's that series. There's the 1990 series. It has like a Porsche, an F-150, a Cyclone, GMC Cyclone. I've only got like 2 or 3 of them. I'd have to look to know exactly what the name of those series are. But yeah, there's a couple of specific series that I'm trying to get them. And I've got the majority of some of them, so. But it's just, I'm not, I mean, I could get them on eBay. It's just when I'm out, you know, I look at Walmart, or there's a, one of the antique stores up here, a guy's got a booth and he's got thousands, racks and racks and racks of Hot Wheels. And, but the way he's got them, you can't really look without taking a bunch off. And I just don't want to move a bunch of somebody's stock. I think maybe the snow one that I'm talking about may have been a Christmas. I'll have to look. If I think about it next week, Jim, when I go back to work, I will, I'll email you some pictures. So I don't think I've got your phone number. I'll email you some pictures if I can remember of what I specifically have. And then there's like, you know, I'll see stuff that, you know, I just like and I'll get it. You know how that goes. I used to do the big die cast too, like the Dub City stuff from the early 2000s. I've still got a bunch of those, but I did all like the classic cars, like the 50s from the 50s models, the Tri-5s and stuff that had the big wheels on it, and a lot of the West Coast chopper stuff that come out in the chopper craze days in the early 2000s, and I've still got some of those. I had one of the motorcycles out here because I had glued the kickstand back on it, but man, they were so fragile. And then at some point they sat in an attic and got hot, and oh, my phone wasn't plugged in. Lord, we were about to die. We're plugged in now. The painted flames also became a thing. Yep. Kid with my dad and my uncles in Ohio in the winter time, and then with my daughters in Georgia. Now with my, yeah, that's awesome, Jim. I did a lot of the model stuff. I never had the patience to really do them up, but we built some. I had an uncle that did them a lot, and he was like 8 years older than me, my mom's youngest brother. That's where I kind of got that bug. But he would like take motors out of one kit and put them in another, and you know, take like a Top Fuel car and put a different body on it, and you know, stuff like that. Semi-truck models that were lowered. I do remember that very specifically in his room when I was growing up. It was an old K500 Kenworth, a flat nose, that he had cut the springs on it to make it lower looking. That was pretty cool. 350 die cast. Lord, that's crazy. That's a lot of die cast. All my stuff is all my die cast car stuff is at work. I just didn't have anywhere. They sat in a box out here for a long time, and because I just didn't have anywhere to put them or display them. And then when I got this job and had a cubicle, I was like, man, I can hang the Hot Wheels in there, on the ones that are still in the cards, on the walls with straight pins, and then they're lined on top of my cubicle, the ones that aren't in the packaging still, and you know, all that. What's up, Gordon? Just doing a little pancake sheath sewing. Running my yapper. Talking about Hot Wheels. Full size, yeah, full size car lot. Man, I'm doing pretty good. I was just sitting inside. We've had a pretty busy day, and I was just sitting inside. The girls were painting fingernails and stuff. I was like, man, I got so much crap out there I need to be doing. So I come out here and fired off a live, and here we are, just hanging out. Sewing some leather. One of these days when I'm big and famous, I'll have a machine, and it won't take me 30 minutes to sew a pancake. But until then, we're just gonna sit out here and run our mouth and talk about nonsense and sew leather. Get in there. Oh, that's cool. I got one of them right there. I've been toying with the idea of doing the saddlebag lid covers, like do fully tooled and stuff, and do something for the tour pack on the back. And I don't know. It comes to doing anything to that bike, I don't know. I've done some to it, and I feel like it's kind of took my dad out of it because it was my dad's bike. So I don't know. One of these days it'll get a complete refresh, and I don't think I'll ever repaint it, but I do want to wrap it and do a like a matte green, not like an OD green. Harley's got one out now that's like a metallic-y flat green, their denim series that I really like with black accents. I think that'd be pretty cool, but that's on down the road. Oh yeah. I've got one that was on my dyno when I had a dyno. It may be inside, but it went on my forks. No, it didn't. Where did that sit? Did it sit on the forks? No, it sit on the headlight. So it had ape hangers on it, and it strapped to the risers underneath the ape hangers, and then rested on the headlight. So, but that one, there's really nowhere to put a roll bag because the fairing, it's got the batwing fairing, and it's got all the gauges and stuff where you would put a roll bag. But I don't know. I'm gonna do something with it. Do some leather for it at some point. Maybe the dash. Do an insert for the dash. I don't know. But I ride in all weather, so whatever it is, it's gonna have to be pretty tough. See you, Jim. Jedediah. Hello. I am going to do a seat at some point. I do know that. I've got an aftermarket seat on it now. I've got a LaPera daddy long leg seat on it now. What the hell did I do? But I've got the factory seat. It's just got that little bitty, I don't know what you would call it, for like a passenger on the back. I thought about stripping out and making a pattern out of it and doing a fully tooled seat for it, just to do it. I don't know. Do the if I did something like that, I almost thought about doing it like in memory of my dad, do a big EGA on it, and I don't know. That's another project for when I've got the time. Between the knife work and the leather work, there's not a whole lot of room for my own work. Hence the penknife. I've got the covers glued on sitting over here, and projects in my head to do, and all that. So, toyed with the idea of doing a leather covered helmet. Something. But I think what I'll do, if I do that, is I'll get some of the pre-dyed veg tan and get the black and tool it. Because it'll be less likely to bleach out than just a regular, regular veg tan that you just dye on top. Because the pre-dyed stuff is saturated. It's like dunked in a tank. So it's dyed all the way through. Especially if you get like Herman Oak or something like that, spend the money. Oh, I got a booger in my nose. What is this one? This is the one that doesn't have a home yet. That's what this one is. Pleated, and the customer picked up another custom Harley seat with horn back. I always wondered how that ostrich would hold up on a motorcycle seat. I know some of the boots can be really funky with ostrich on it. Is it the ostrich leg or is it the ostrich hide? Because I know there's a difference. And I've looked at both of those. The ostrich leg hide is way tougher than the skin. I don't know. I put a lot of miles on mine, so it'd have to be something that would. Yeah, the leg. Yeah, I know the leg's pretty stout. So I was looking at belt ideas and doing the leg on some inserts for belts and all that stuff. So other thing is I have to hand sew everything, and god dang, I don't want to hand sew a whole seat. So that's the other thing. Well, I haven't done it yet. Laziness. Oh, where are we at? Ooh, been going for a minute. Hour and a half. Oh, I've heard Stingray's a beast. I don't know, unless somebody orders something in Stingray or something exotic, I doubt I'll do much exotic stuff. All right, there's one done. One of many. Oh, I gotta seal this one. Oh, is this one sealed? I don't think this one's sealed. Nope. Let's get some sealer on it. Let's do Pro Resist so it's a little sturdier. That's trash. Oh, I'm out of daubers. What's this one? Was this one tan coat? I don't know what that one was. It's gonna be on here. Oh, I bet it is. I bet it's really good for inlays. It looks nice. I mean, I like the way it looks. That one's sealed up. I'll let that one, put that one in the vise and let it dry. We ready to go by the week? By the beginning of the week. I ain't sewing nothing else. Damn, an hour and a half sitting out here is enough for me. Yeah, that's what I've seen. Now, just the one dog, just Larry, Sean. Just Larry. We got a cat. I don't know if that counts. Got a cat and a dog. Sometimes Alicia considers me a pet. Take that as you want. Yeah, I guess we'll do. I'm gonna get Bubba's pancake sewn up next, and then we'll probably do these two next because this one's going to JC. He has purchased it. Jason's done. I've still got one more to do for Jason to fulfill his order. Then the pancakes for this round will be done. Then I got some sheets to do for Kaylin and another fella that I actually went to school with. And then some pocket slips with the pocket clips on it. Got those to do. Yeah, I've just got the. Oh yeah, Jim, for sure, man. Yeah, I'm about to call it a night myself, so I can get in and get a shower and get ready for bed, so I can get up and go to church because we do the 8 o'clock mass on Sundays. So I got to get in and get cleaned up, figure out what I'm gonna wear. Oh, damn, I really needed to go to Hobby Lobby and get some more daubers. Well, guys, I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna call it a night. And we'll probably be out here tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get the rest of these slips sewn up, and so we can move on. I'm ready for a new project. Try to get some of this leather done so I can get on some of these Saudi rehandles, and I got a box of knives for Chris Geary to rehandle, and some of my own stuff. So all right, Gordon, you go live, brother, and we'll see y'all next time. Y'all be good, be safe, and live's over. Bye. Peace.